Hello, everyone. In this final lecture, we turn our attention to research itself. Chapter 12 provides a practical guide for conducting research within LGBTQ plus studies and explains how students and scholars can responsibly locate, evaluate, and use information about gender and sexual diversity. The chapter begins by recognizing that access to information about LGBTQ plus topics has expanded significantly, particularly through digital resources. Today, researchers can locate a wide range of materials through online searches, academic databases, archives, and community organizations. However, the availability of information does not automatically make research simple. Finding reliable and appropriate sources still requires intentional search strategies and critical thinking skills. One of the first challenges discussed in the chapter involves developing effective research questions. Strong research begins by identifying a focused topic and considering how language shapes search results. Because terminology related to gender and sexuality changes over time and varies across communities, researchers often need to experiment with multiple keywords and concepts when searching for information. The chapter emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between different types of sources. Academic research typically relies on scholarly books, peer reviewed journal articles, and credible institutional publications. These sources differ from popular media or opinion based materials because they undergo processes designed to evaluate accuracy and methodological rigor. Students are encouraged to evaluate sources carefully by considering authorship, evidence, publication context, and intended audience. Critical evaluation is especially important in LGBTQ plus studies because misinformation, bias, and outdated terminology can still appear in widely accessible materials. Another major theme of the chapter involves ethical research practices. LGBTQ plus topics frequently involve marginalized communities whose histories and experiences have sometimes been misrepresented or exploited. Ethical research therefore requires respect for participants, attention to privacy, and awareness of power relationships between researchers and communities. The chapter also introduces research methods commonly used in LGBTQ plus studies. Because the field is interdisciplinary, scholars draw from approaches such as historical analysis, qualitative interviews, ethnography, textual analysis, and quantitative data collection. Each method provides different insights into social experiences, cultural representation, and institutional structures. Importantly, researchers must remain aware of gaps within available data. LGBTQ plus populations have historically been undercounted or excluded from official records, meaning that absence of data does not indicate absence of experience. Scholars often work creatively with archives, oral histories, and community based knowledge to address these limitations. The chapter further encourages researchers to recognize how their own perspectives influence research outcomes. Reflexivity, or awareness of one's social position and assumptions, helps scholars interpret findings responsibly and avoid reinforcing stereotypes or exclusions. Citation and academic integrity also play a central role in research practice. Proper citation acknowledges intellectual contributions while allowing readers to verify information and continue scholarly conversations. LGBTQ plus studies, like all academic fields, depends on collaborative knowledge production built through responsible attribution. Finally, the chapter emphasizes that research is not only an academic exercise. Research contributes to public understanding, policy development, education, and community advocacy. Careful scholarship can challenge misinformation, increase visibility, and support social change. As we conclude this course, this chapter reminds us that LGBTQ plus studies is both an intellectual field and a practical toolkit. The skills developed through research, critical thinking, ethical awareness, and careful analysis extend beyond the classroom and into broader social life. Understanding how to conduct responsible research allows students not only to study LGBTQ plus topics, but also to participate thoughtfully in ongoing conversations about gender, sexuality, equity, and knowledge itself. Thank you for your engagement throughout this course.